This week on Heroes Made in the USA. Heroes living the American dream. He grew up in Detroit, the son of an auto factory worker. Now, Ervin Johnson is making magic with the Los Angeles Lakers. They might look like ordinary teenage girls, but the strong and capable hands of Christy Phillips and Phoebe Mills carry the U.S. hopes for the gold in '88. The son of migrant farm workers, Luis Valdez directed the hit film La Bamba and became an American success story of the '80s.
Hi, I'm Joe Namath. Welcome to Heroes Made in the USA. As the lady looking over my shoulder symbolizes, America's known throughout the world as the land of opportunity. Today, we celebrate heroes who are living proof that the American dream is alive and well, that ingenuity and hard work can add up to success, that even basketball wizard Magic Johnson had to work hard to make it look easy.
Magic Johnson, the NBA's most valuable player of the 1987 season, has gained a reputation as possibly the best guard to ever play the game of basketball. At 27 years of age, Magic has become a hero to the American public. His positive image both on and off the court has influenced and inspired many of today's youth.
He wanted it more than anything. He told us he wanted to be a basketball player. That's all he did. He just walked to the movies with the ball. He just did everything. Just wanted to play. It's his dream.
It took countless hours of work and preparation to turn his dream into a reality. It wasn't, as his name might imply, just magic.
It's not magic, it's work. And he's worked to be magic, you know?
In an attempt to find and train kids with the dream of becoming NBA players of tomorrow, Magic conducts a summer basketball camp every year. Now, this isn't just a chance for kids to hang out and get a look at the famous Laker guard. Magic's camp is about hard work, discipline, and perfection.
I'm definitely a perfectionist. I like everything to go right. I want them to go correctly. I want it to be precise. When it's not, I just had to correct myself. I punish myself.
While known for that trademark charismatic smile, there's no evidence of a smile while teaching at camp. There's a definite serious attitude when he's teaching basketball fundamentals.
I want to teach them discipline first. And I have to come out stern to make them see that, hey, I'm here to really teach them, as well as have a good time on playtime. But I'm here foremost to teach them basketball. And so to get their attention, I got to come out being stern and hard. And they understand that.
Dr. Charles Tucker, a clinical psychologist and ex-pro basketball player, first met Magic when he was in the 9th grade. He is Magic's closest advisor. He was the man who exposed him to professional players when Magic was still very young. He has been and remains a major influence in Magic's life on and off the court.
I had a camp when Ervin was 12 years of age. He attended that camp, and then he began to work in the camp. Then now he owned it. Ervin played ball constantly by himself. He never would wait on anyone. You'll see him getting up at 5 o'clock. The bus run at 7 going to school. He'd get up and go shoot 30 minutes in the snow, any place, you know, play by himself. You know, I'm Jerry West back here with Chamberlain in the middle of Oscar Robinson. You know, he played with himself. Basketball is a game of vision, and he had a vision that he was playing with people, and he worked himself pretty hard.
I used to shovel the snow off the playground pavement and start shooting. I just love playing basketball. I love the game, and I play in the rain, snow, it didn't matter. Just I wanted to play ball.
Magic's hard work has paid off so well that it makes what he does look easy. He's capable of doing just about anything on the court to win. When the Los Angeles Lakers need spectacular playing, they can count on him. If it's points, he's there. If it's passes, he's there. And for his efforts, the NBA responded by voting him the 1987 Most Valuable Player, a crowning honor he dedicated to his father.
This is a special award, and I dedicate it to my dad, and I hope he's as proud and happy as I am tonight. So, thank you.
I couldn't have dreamed that it would go this far, and that kids would look up to me, and kids would someday want to be me on the playground, like I was once Earl Monroe and Dave Bing and Wilt Chamberlain and all these guys on the playground. I never envisioned all this.
Magic may not have envisioned all of the adoration in his future when he was playing alone in the snow. However, with the unprecedented media attention and crush of cameras everywhere, he looks clearly aware of what he now represents to his fans, parents, and children.
He's like my idol in basketball, and I just hard work and dedication, just like watching him on TV helps me, and watching him when he plays here, it's just an inspiration to me.
He's my favorite player, so I really like him, and I set him up as my role model, and I try to be like him.
You want them not only respect you as a basketball player, but as a person, and let them know that, hey, you're living a good life and a clean life, and hopefully they can look at me and say, hey, I want to be like him, and not only just in basketball, but in life. I think that's like the ultimate of any athlete, to be a hero and be an American hero. That's the greatest compliment that you can receive.
Coming up next on Heroes Made in the USA, young Christy Phillips and Phoebe Mills going for the gold in '88. And La Bamba director Luis Valdez remembers his childhood as the son of migrant farm workers.
Although pint-sized, our next two heroes carry the weight of a country on their small shoulders. They are America's hope for gymnastics gold in the 1988 Olympics. But it's a burden Christy Phillips and Phoebe Mills gladly bear, because America's hope is also their dream.
My favorite part about gymnastics is going out there and competing. You just want to think about yourself, what you're doing, not about anybody else, and, you know, just showing off what you have and what you've practiced for all these years.
I just have a given ability, and I'm just using it to the fullest of my extent. Because I can get out there and dance and show myself, and just feeling the glory that you get from all the hard work that you've put into it.
These girls may make gymnastics look like child's play, but in reality, there is little time for play while training to be a world-class gymnast.
If there was one thing I really felt like I was missing because of my schedule, it'd be just a lot of extra time, just lying around and just doing things that other people do. I mean, just mostly all we're missing is time.
I get up at about 6. I have workout from about 7 to 9:30 or 10. And then I go to school for just a few classes. Then I come home and rest for a little while, and I have workout again at 5 till 9. And then eat dinner and go to bed.
At age 14, Phoebe Mills comes from a family of Olympic hopefuls. Her older brother and sister speed skate on the U.S. national team, while her younger sister is a figure skater training in California. At 15, Christy Phillips has already adorned the cover of Sports Illustrated, and like Phoebe, both travel the globe, placing in the top of their class. Unfortunately, regional and international victories don't always ensure Olympic glory.
I knew that if I ever wanted to be the best, that I'd have to train with the best coach. And I knew that Bella was the best because he had trained Nadia Comaneci and Mary Lou Retton, and they both won the Olympics.
So Phoebe and Christy left their families at home and moved to Houston, Texas, to work with gymnastics coach Bella Caroli.
I demand very consistently the same criteria which is so important for high-quality athletics. That is discipline, that is dedication, that is hard work, and respect. And if these things can be established, the success is almost guaranteed. Long action, press toes, block, go long, long out.
Before defecting to the United States in 1981, Caroli coached 14 women to the Olympics. In 1982, Bella established Caroli's Gymnastics and brought home the gold when Mary Lou Retton and Julianne McNamara competed in the '84 Olympics. But at what cost is a world-class gymnast produced? Like these young girls, Christy and Phoebe started at an early age, devoting a great deal of time honing their skills. But even though Caroli's gym holds classes in all levels of gymnastics, you must be considered an elite gymnast to work with Bella.
That's the way. I'm telling you, you are acting like first time you're stepping into the damn gym. That's too bad.
Well, when you work out with Bella, you have to have full concentration on what you're doing. You can't let your mind wander around anything else because it's so intense, and you know he wants so much out of you, and you want to go out there and do the best every time. And so it's really hard, but you have to do that if you want to make it.
Real blocking. Now, you turn it right from over there in the first part. There's no power at all over there in the hurdle. You sloppy and you turn right from the horse. Get it through hard.
Working with Bella, it's hard. He's got to push you. He's got to motivate you. There are times when, you know, you think that you hate him, but you look back at those times and then he's just doing it for your own good, and he's just doing it to push you, to make you better.
What helps the girls cope with Bella and their rigorous schedule is the friendship they have found in one another. If they're not cruising in Christy's car, they're spending their free time like any other teenage girls, at the mall.
Christy and I get along really well because we know each other. We've had a lot of meets together, and we just have a really good friendship with each other. We're girls, you know, everyone's going to fight once in a while. We get, you know, we might get discouraged at each other or a little jealous or something. We know each other better than that, and we can't get mad at one person just because they learned something new. We just have to keep our friendship on a good basis.
So while Christy and Phoebe don't have as much fun and free time as other kids their age, they don't seem to mind it. To them, one more day of training is just one more step toward the Olympics.
They are dreaming. The Phoebes, the Christies, they're striving, they're working hard for, they're dreaming about, but they want to turn their dream alive. And that's most important than anything else.
I think about what it would feel like, you know, to go to the Olympics and win a medal or something. And it just, every time that thought comes to my mind, I just want to work really hard and do the best I can so I can make it there.
I just want to do the very best I can do and just take everything into consideration, really get my mind straight, and just be in the top and best physical shape that I can be in.
Really competing is my favorite part. At the end, it's all worth it, and you know, I realize that not everybody has the opportunity to do something that I do, and so I want to take full advantage of it.
If I had one dream, just knowing that all the hard work that I've put into gymnastics would pay off by winning the gold medal. I'm not nervous about being better than Nadia Comaneci or Mary Lou Retton because I'm Christy Phillips, and I've got to get out there and do what I do best.
Coming up next on Heroes Made in the USA, director Luis Valdez living out his own La Bamba, and hometown hero Roger Crawford.
Our last hero started life as the child of migrant farm workers. His only possessions of value were his dreams, but he followed those dreams out of the farm fields and into Broadway and Hollywood. Now, basking in the glow of a hit Hollywood film, the life of director Luis Valdez is definitely the stuff dreams are made of.
America is still the land of opportunity. Luis Valdez, the writer and director of the summer smash hit La Bamba, is himself the Ritchie Valens story of the 80s. Born to a family of migrant farm workers, Luis's political awareness came early.
When I was a kid, I remember one of the things that impressed me was I was working with my mom, and we were picking prunes, and you do a lot of work on your knees. And again, I don't want to get maudlin, but my mother's knee started to bleed one day, and I remember vowing that no person should have to work that way, unless your mom, I mean, much less your mother. So I got angry at 6 at the way that we were being treated. At the same time, when I was 6, I also discovered theater.
As fate would have it, his parents' truck broke down in Stratford, California, and a teacher there cast an excited young Luis in her Christmas play. And for him, that was like discovering the atom.
But here's the kicker. A week before the show was actually performed, my dad got the truck fixed, and we moved away. And I never got to be in that play. And you know, that 6-year-old is still alive in here. I've never lost him because of that, because for 41 years now, that 6-year-old has been trying to fill that gap, trying to make it to that show that he never got a chance to perform.
The increasingly oppressive political climate of the 1960s finally led the frustrated Luis to Cesar Chavez, the legendary farm labor organizer. Luis founded El Teatro Campesino, a traveling theater troupe performing to farm workers advocating labor rights.
I organized El Teatro Campesino in 1965 because I needed to settle some scores and because there was a man there that I could follow. A hero of mine whom I respected and admired and still do. And so I went to Cesar and pitched him essentially the idea of a farm workers theater. I was 25, very angry about many things, an angry young man.
In 1978, Luis wrote and directed Zoot Suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this play is a construct of fact and fantasy with music.
This play, about Latino youths in the 40s, finally propelled Luis Valdez to Broadway and then Hollywood.
The Pachucos represented a number of things to me. They were dangerous beings, these people in zoot suits. They were considered to be outlaws, criminal, nefarious, shadowy types on the barrio street that smoked marijuana and did terrible things. But really what they were doing was proclaiming their identity.
His latest film, La Bamba, is a filmmaker's dream come true.
I'm gonna be a star. Because stars don't fall out of the sky, do they?
Richie survived up until the age of 17. And what he left us is a tremendous legacy. If Richie was sitting here today, you know, we'd be approximately the same age and have much to talk about. I felt privileged to be able to tell his story. His story was had same roots as mine, and that I understood his ambition, and I understood where he was going. He just happened to get there before anybody else. That I applaud.
In the beautiful mission town of San Juan Bautista, located in the fertile valleys of Northern California, his biggest fans are still his wife and kids.
We support each other completely, and I have all my trust in him. He's my partner in life, you know. I see our life together to the end. He's a wonderful father. He has a lot of patience, and I think, if anything, his children come first and foremost.
Although Luis is now a busy Hollywood director, he still devotes his time to El Teatro Campesino and their children's acting workshop.
It's a fight. It's like an invisible hold, an invisible choke, you know? Right now, I got you, right? Part of the central spine of my life and my story is embodied in some of the exercises that I have people in the theater do, you know, kids now, you know, is what I call is do what you can do. You have to begin where you are. And you have to begin with those things that you are empowered to do. We can all walk for the most part, but if you can't walk, that's fine. Go any way that you can. But do what you can do. That's where the magic begins.
Luis Valdez. He is a new breed of American hero.
Human beings are dreamers. We're builders, we're creators, but we're dreamers. And we dream through our beliefs, what it is that we believe in ourselves. We dream through our imagination. And when people walk into a movie theater, a darkened movie theater, and essentially put their lives in my hands and give me their imagination, I feel a sense of fulfillment that has been created by my own dreams.
Roger Crawford from Danville, California, doesn't believe in setting limits, only goals. Born with a congenital birth defect that affected his arms and legs, Roger became the first handicapped person to excel in NCAA tennis. Roger travels across the country to inspire kids to follow their dreams.
I just love it, because if I go and speak and feel like I made a difference in someone's life, or maybe motivated or inspired them a little bit, then that makes all my hard work worthwhile.
Roger Crawford is this week's hometown hero.
America is full of Horatio Alger success stories.